So I had a hell of a wipeout while I was shooting this railroad. I was backing up and I wasn't watching where I was going, and I backed into a rock and I completely fell down. I've shot a lot of video in my day. I did a lot of video shooting when I was with the radio station, and so I have done a lot. I remember I used to shoot for a band once for a long time. I did about 3 months shooting a band. And I did a lot of backing up, and I don't ever remember falling one single time. I probably should have, but I didn't. This time, I wasn't looking for my surroundings. I wasn't being aware of my surroundings, and I backed right into a rock. And so, go out on YouTube because it makes me look like I'm not really being aware of my surroundings, but I'm going to do it anyway just for the hell of it. So here I am taking a shot of a train, and it's supposedly leaving the station. They have a recording, so you hear the train going ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. It's really interesting, and I'm really into it, and I think, well, I need a wider shot, and I start backing up, and I hit the rock, and I have my 35 millimeter, which costs way, way, way more than my cell phone, and you know these cell phones cost over $1,000. So I have this 35 millimeter. I did not want to slap it onto the ground as I went down, and I was doing everything I could to hold one arm up. You can't see any of that. All you can see is me spinning around when I fall. So here it goes. I hope you guys don't think too badly of me for making the mistake. I think we all do these things, but I sure banged up my ankle. But I'm going to get through it. You know, these things happen, and you just have to be ready. These are part of life challenges. Anyway, here we go. I was backing up to get pictures of this locomotive and trying to do the noise shot, the train shot, and wasn't looking where I was going. It's all my fault. I can't blame anyone. And what did I do? I hit a rock, and I really, really bashed my ankle. I've had worse. What really surprises me is that not one person came over to help me. There were other people around, and I saw one guy looking at me strangely, but not one of them came over to see if I was okay or if I needed assistance. I'm an older guy. Obviously, the beard makes me look a lot older than I probably really am. And I don't know, people just have grown up in a different time. We've learned that we have to stay away from each other and that we can't help each other. And I think it's just a really sad thing. If it had been me and I'd seen somebody go down like that, I would have been over across the parking lot or across the lot. It's not a parking lot. To help them right away, but that didn't happen in my case. And I didn't need any help. I didn't want somebody to come to my rescue, but I'm just saying that it's too bad that we live in this kind of society in which nobody can help anybody, and when we don't want to get involved in anyone else's business. And if you fall and get hurt, we don't really care what happens to you. And it's just sad. I think I would encourage any of you that are in a situation to extend yourselves and get involved. And normally it works out for the better. Sometimes you get into things you don't want to get into. How many of us have helped other people and then it turned into a nightmare? That's happened to me enough times. But I still help people because I think that's the right way to be. I think that we need to be that kind of society, and unfortunately we're just not as friendly as we used to be, and we're not as caring as we used to be, and that's really distressing. So anyway, this is Tim Painter for the Van Life, wishing you all the very best. If you are traveling through the area, going to Breckenridge, this is a definite must-see. It's free, and I love free. There's so many things that you can take advantage of that you don't have to pay a big entrance fee to get into. You can bet that locomotive and the old snowblower, both would cost some ungodly figure if they went on eBay. So it's really something to see. It really is a relic of the old days when people really had to fight to live in this altitude. Today, you just go pay your $200 a night and stay at a condo. But in the old days, it was a real effort to stay here. And for me to be able to see this history is really something. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you like the video, please press like. If you have a comment, please make a comment. I can imagine there'll be a little laughing over my spill. And tell me anything else you want to tell me, what your thoughts are. Because I read every comment, every single comment. No comment escapes me. And I respond to almost every comment. Your comments mean something to me because the people that watch my videos mean something to me. And for sure, if you haven't subscribed, you're probably new to the page. The majority of the people that see the page are new, and that's just how eBay's algorithm works. And when you subscribe, be sure to hit that bell, because if you don't hit the bell, you won't know when I post the next video, and then it won't be your decision whether you get to see it or not. Someone else will make that decision for you. So be sure to hit the bell. And guys, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you very soon. My name is Tim Painter. And I love what I'm doing, but my ankle hurts. So I better get where I can get it cleaned up, get to a bathroom and get it cleaned up, and get some alcohol with it. Okay, bye-bye.